What's up guys, Justin here with TheSketchUpEssentials.com, back with another SketchUp extension tutorial for you. So today we're going to use a couple of different extensions to model kind of like a contemporary swivel chair type shape. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. So today we're going to model a contemporary chair, and we're going to use FredoScale's Radial bend tool as well as RoundCorner. So let's go ahead and just jump into it, and I will link to the downloads for those in the notes below. So first thing we're going to do, and probably the most complex piece of this model, is going to be modeling the actual chair back itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to model that as a flat piece first, and then we're going to come in here and we're going to bend it using radial bend. So what you're going to do first is you're going to start off and you're going to draw kind of a canvas shape just like this. So just kind of a rectangle that's about the right size for what you want to do in here. So you can start off and just draw this as a square or a rectangle, and then all you're going to do is you're going to come in here and you're just going to draw an arc just like this. So we're creating the back of our chair shape first. So go ahead and come in here and draw that arc, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to split this in half just like this by drawing a line down the middle. And the reason we're doing that is so that we only have to model this once and then we'll flip it. So once you've kind of modeled this piece, the first thing you can do is come in here with the arc tool and kind of round off the corner of your edge right here just by drawing an arc across right there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come down here and you're just going to draw an angled piece. So you can see how we're kind of roughing out the shape of our chair. First thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a line across right here, and you can just draw that out across this face for right now, but basically that's where the bottom of your wood piece is going to go. But then what we're going to do from there is we're going to come in here and I'm going to divide this into 7 different segments just like this. So just come in here and right click on that line, click divide, and then move your mouse till it gives you 7 segments. And all you're going to do is you're just going to move this curve down and create a couple copies of it. So I think probably a ×4 would probably be good. Let's see, because you're going to need 1, 2, maybe a ×5. So basically what I'm doing is I'm coming in here and I'm figuring out the number of pieces that I need to keep up in here, and then I'm just moving this arc down. So now you're going to come in here and you're just going to kind of draw an arc, maybe like a half circle or something like that. And you don't have to get like laser precise with this or anything like that. You're basically just coming in here and you're creating a shape that you can erase out. So if I just come in here kind of like this, that'll split that into a shape, and then for the bottom piece you're probably going to have about a half curve in here just like this. So, and again, all you're doing is you're creating this. You can come in here and erase these extra lines, and all you're really doing is you're just kind of creating something that you can come in here and you can erase out so that you've got your general shape. So like now I can erase these lines out just like this, and I've got kind of my general back shape of my chair in here. So, and then once you do that, once you erase all your extra faces, you've got your general back shape, and you can extrude it out just like this. So you can extrude it until that kind of looks good. This is all kind of a feel thing at this point. But you can come in here, you can right click on it, or you can select everything, you can right click on it, and you can make it a group. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to use the Radial bend tool in FredoScale. You can get FredoScale through the Sketchucation warehouse, but you're basically going to come in here and you can use the keyboard inference locking to lock this to your blue axis. So just tap that up key when the tool's active, and then just click across here, and you're going to start off and you're going to draw your reference direction and your target point. Both are going to be the end of this group right here. And then you're going to click again, and then all you're going to do is you're going to type in 90 and hit the enter key. What that's going to do is that's going to bend this 90 degrees. And one of the things about this tool is you probably have to come in here and clean some stuff up. It does leave some kind of leftover geometry in here that you just have to get rid of. And if for whatever reason stuff like this isn't working, you can also just hide the geometry. So just hold that shift key and drag your eraser over it. So you can erase this stuff that's just kind of an extraneous line out here. So you've got some extra lines in here, and then for the stuff that's actually on top of it, up here you can just hide it by holding that shift key. So go in here, clean everything up. Alright, perfect. So once you've gone in here and you've cleaned everything up, what you can do is you can actually make this a component and just call it chair half, just like this. And then you're just going to use the move tool and you're going to move a copy of it across. Then you're going to use the scale tool to flip it in place, just like this, and then just move your piece back. And we can come back in here later and hide these edges. I know it looks a little rough right now, but you can see how you've got your general chair back shape right now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to model our actual seat itself. And that's actually going to be pretty easy because you're just going to draw a line. Actually, you're not even going to do that. You're going to use the arc tool between these two different points. And you're just going to draw an arc back. And then you'll just kind of draw a line forward along your axis here as wide as you want your chair to be. And then just kind of close your shape off right here. And then all you need to do is you just need to pull that up so that the chair piece right here is probably a little bit taller than your back piece right there, because what we're going to do is we're going to come in here using RoundCorner and we're going to round off the top edge of this chair to make it look more like a seat. And so to do that, and you can download RoundCorner in the Sketchucation warehouse as well, but you're just going to come in here and you're going to you could probably start by selecting your face, and then you're going to select RoundCorner. And you can see what this does is that draws a green line here, and it draws a green line here if you had that face active. If it doesn't, just come in here and click on it. But you can set your offset depth in here. So if I wanted this to go a little deeper, I'd set that to 2 inches, or I could set it to a 1/2 inch. I actually liked it where it was at 1 inch. So just set your rounding parameter in there, and then just move your mouse until you see this green check mark, and then click, and you can see that's just going to round everything off for you. So now you've got this nice rounded off looking chair. So now you can close out of that tool. If you want to, you can come in here and kind of resize it afterwards. So if you felt like it was too long or whatever, you can use the scale tool to go ahead and resize that. But go ahead and resize that to whatever size you want before you go any further. Because we're going to use the center of this piece in order to model our chair base. So next thing you can do is you can triple click on this object and just put that in a group just so your geometry doesn't merge. So now all we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to draw a line across the base of this between the two midpoints. And the only reason we're going to do that is we're going to use that to find the center of our chair. And so once you've found the center of your chair, come in here and you're just going to draw a circle just like this, and then you can erase these guidelines. And what you're going to do is you're just going to extrude or push pull that down just like this. So push pull it down a little ways just like this. And actually I feel like that was probably a little bigger than I wanted that to be, so we'll just shrink that with the scale tool real quick. There we go. Then we'll push pull it down. And then the next thing we're going to do is model the little transition piece. So to do this, you're going to activate the push-pull tool. Then you're going to use this in create new starting face mode. And so all that means is when you're using the push-pull tool, you're going to tap that control key. You can see how that little plus comes up, and you're just going to push-pull this just down a little bit further, just like that. And then you're just going to use the scale tool to shrink that down, and you can shrink it about center using the control key. So you're going to shrink that down just like this, and then you're going to push pull it down a little bit further, just like that. So you can see how now you've got your kind of chair support shape in here. So now we're going to come in here and we're going to model our base. And so probably the best thing to do is going to be to drop all that geometry in a group as well. And then we're just going to come in here and we're just going to create kind of a canvas. So, and like usual, we're just going to basically draw a rectangle that then we can draw that face on. And I don't think I did that right. There we go. So just kind of draw a rectangle, close it off, so now you've got a face that you can draw on. And so basically if you take a look at this, what you've got is you've got an object that's extruded in a circle. So we're going to draw a little arc right here. And then another kind of smaller one here. I'm just kind of looking at this picture and just kind of eyeballing it. And then you've kind of just got a flat angle that goes down like this before it finally rounds off into a base. So just kind of model that out as best you can. And then finally, I guess what we can do is we can go ahead, you know what, we'll draw that with the circle tool in a minute. So you can come across here, close that piece off, and then if you want to, you can go ahead and draw your base circle in here just like this. So and basically what that'll do is that'll give us a shape that we can use to extrude this. So just click on this face, then come over here, select that follow me tool, and then click on the geometry in here. You can see what that did is that extruded that in a circle just like this. So then all you got to do is you got to come in here and you just got to push pull this base piece. So now you've got this kind of contemporary looking swivel chair. So you can come in here and add materials to that and everything like that. The last thing we're going to do, we're probably going to have to turn hidden geometry on to do this, I think. So you come in here to view, hidden geometry, and that'll just give us kind of an inference point in here. And so basically what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're just going to draw a quick path kind of out like this across the face. And then all we're going to do is we're going to use the move tool to create a copy of it, use the scale tool to flip it, and then we can just move that back straight across until it touches right here. And basically what you need in here is you just need a continuous face. This you can use the move tool to kind of adjust the width of it. You can just kind of move each one of these over about whatever width you want. So all you're doing is you're coming in here and you're creating just kind of your general starting face for what's going to be your foot support right here. And so I don't like that I put this inside the group, so we're just going to go in here, select it, we're going to cut it, you're going to click outside the group, and then you're going to go to edit, paste in place. So that'll put that in the exact same position that it was in before, but now it's not inside that group. And so the nice thing about that is now you can come in here and you can kind of move these pieces around without affecting the actual group in here. So then probably we're going to move this up just a little bit. We'll draw a little circle on the face just like this, and then since we have our lines still selected, we'll just use the follow me tool and just extrude along this just like this. So now you've got this kind of cool shape in here, and if you wanted to, you could come in here and probably round off these corners. So you could just use the arc tool to round the corners off on both these sides, and you can see how SketchUp gets rid of the extra piece along here. So that makes your life a little bit easier because you don't have to erase anything. Then you can just come in here, make a copy, flip it, and move these back just like this. So then you can erase the extra. So now you can use this path, extrude this object along it. So you just select your path, and then come in here, click the follow me tool, extrude your path along it just like this. So now that's kind of a rounded off shape. Then you can come in here, you can turn off hidden geometry, and there you go. So you've got this cool contemporary shape. And now the only thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here, we're going to clean this up a little bit. So we're just going to use the erase tool in hide mode to erase some of these lines. So again, just activate that erase tool, hold that shift key, and then come in here and erase some of the lines just like this. And now your chair is complete. Long, but I just kind of wanted to walk you through the workflow on this. Leave a comment below. Let me know if videos like this are helpful to you, if you like it, if you'd like to see something else. I just love having that SketchUp conversation with you guys. If you like what I'm doing on this channel, please remember to click that like button down below. If you're new around here, remember to click that subscribe button for new SketchUp content every week. If you really like what I'm doing on this channel, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Every little bit helps, even if it's only $1 a month. That just helps me keep bringing you great SketchUp content. So in any case, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.